Dr. Eve, where we talk about all things living well and building a strong home economy as we affirm our human social value. Hey everyone, it's exciting to be back in the house again. And as you can see, my title says she had the audacity to believe she could. So I want to talk about that today because that's been really on my heart today about all the ways in which you have to have the audacity to believe in yourself, right? Many will come to this channel and they will see me homesteading at this time, but there was so much more to my life, right? So much more to my life, so much more to your life, so many ways, and how you build upon that life is your audacity, right? You had the audacity. So, for many of you who do not know, I've been in business since 2001, starting a nonprofit agency that served children in the community. And we began with what we all know as 4 H, right? And 4 H is very much an agricultural space that was started to help, provide life skills for those youth who were being trained in the world alongside all the busyness that was going on. But before all the innovation, all the phones, all the digital stuff, there was helping children get in the room, helping children learn etiquette, helping children learn life skills, helping them to identify what they love, helping to teach children basic reading, math, history, and science through the things that they love. And so I've been doing that for many, many, many years. And it sparked in me the ability to become an entrepreneur. So after a long history of nonprofit work, I decided to start a for-profit business, and that business's name is Audacity Group Social Enterprise. Our mission there is simply to affirm human social value. 4 words. Very easy. Affirm human social value. I am the innovator, so you will see my face a lot, but you won't see my company's name a lot, and that's okay. But just know that there is real business behind the things that we do because we know that in nonprofit industry there's a set of rules, and in your for-profit social enterprises there's a set of rules. Then there's your for-profit that's not really about problem solving, but there's a set of rules. So I was thinking about that today and how I built this company to not be locked into a thing, right? And that's simply because we want to make sure that whenever there's a problem, we're solving the problem because we're problem solvers. So throughout life, I've had my set of challenges, and I don't know what kind of bug that is, but Hunty, it is the ugliest bug I have ever seen in my entire life. And it's a big bug too. Um, but anyway, I'm gonna keep my eye on it so it don't sneak its way over here. Um, yeah. So anyway, there is there just like life, you grow. Your business grows too, depending on what type of business that is. And just like life, you go through life with a set of challenges, and it's been a gift that God has given me to solve problems, right? Hence the reason why he brought me to the space of being a researcher. Because my question was always, why, God? Why? 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 So I was always whying. And as the only thing that really addresses the why questions is in depth research into a particular topic that helps you to understand more about that particular topic. So I'm an extremely topical individual. So I shift from year to year, whatever the problem is, because my mission is affirm human social value. And every year that be looking different depending on the climate that we're living in. I am so grateful today and honored to be in a space where I am able to utilize all my skills, still have a thriving business, and be manifesting all the blessings because God manifests himself in my life. God is a manifestation. He My life is a manifestation of God's grace and his mercy on my life. Excuse me if I keep looking, but I want to keep my eye on this bug. It's different and it's in the ecosystem and I got to watch it. So anyway, um so he brought everything full circle. So every day I am excited that at the base of what I do, well, my mission never changes, and that is to affirm human social value. At this stage in my life, it's about how do we affirm our value when there's been so much public distrust, right? So much distrust, uh, and God has shown me. He has shown me that all you need is me, first of all, and two, all you need to do is be obedient to the things I tell you to do. So today we garden. Today we concern ourselves with the world. Today we concern ourselves with basic essentials. Again, it seems like over and over and over again in life, we are we always get back to the that most important thing is our basic needs: food, water, shelter, and energy. Our basic needs. And what I have seen over time is I've seen the public mistrust. I've seen the times when I've lived long enough to see us getting back to the land each and every time. And when are we going to get it that getting back to the land is something we should never leave the land? Because when we leave the land, we position ourselves to be vulnerable again. And that's where we are in society now. We are vulnerable again to the things that are happening in this world. And, you know, on this weekend, we buried my mother in law. She was 93 years old. And she taught us a lot of things. Well, we didn't bury her yet. We bury her tomorrow. But we had a service for her on Thursday um, and or Friday. And all I can remember is all the things that she taught me, all the years. She was even there to see that growth, the business, the moving and shaking, the deciding what's next for us, our family, and her greatest gift to me, her son, right? And I am so honored and blessed to be his wife and to be in a space where we continue to we continue to share the legacy. We continue to move the legacy on. And today I am sitting in what I think is the most beautiful paradise that God has given us, and the ability to grow food and to create a means to a way, and to live life on land that He provided for us. Um, yeah, just amazing. But I say all that to say that at the base of everything that I am is the work that God called me to do, and that's to affirm human social value. And when you are in the business, and this is a business, it's a different season, but it's a new department. We're added a new department, and the new department is now food, right? We never left it, but that's a bigger problem we have to solve. And how do we do that? We teach people how to garden. We teach people how to grow food. We teach people how to make a business out of it. We teach people how to find land. We teach people how to buy property. We teach people. The most important thing is education, because we perish for the lack of knowledge, right? So if we don't educate, then our people will continue to perish for the lack of knowledge. They will not be able to affirm their human social value if they're perishing from the lack of knowledge, right? So it's extremely important that we, your favorite session NY, add a Q and A sticker. Okay, that's cool. All right, let's try it and see. Oh, I missed it. Shoot. It went away too fast. A Q and A sticker, I've never seen that. But I'm out here today. It's a little windy. We're about to have a little bit of a storm coming through. My only hope, I'm going to lock it down as best I can. But I do think that we've got a weather strip coming through over the next few days, which is why I've been working so hard in getting my greenhouse situated and set up so that I can get those plants that are at risk of freeze or frost into a sun row, into a sun house that will protect it from the frost. So let me show y'all that because it's the most beautiful thing. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a walk into our new sun room on the patio um, where we are growing this good food. We added here to the deck area, we added this is our sunroom for our plants that we want to overwinter. And we have some plants in here that are still growing. We have our peppers. We've got peppers, and under that we got collards and things growing. I brought in our moringa. It died and came back, so I'm just so grateful that it's coming back. And not only that, but it's got a lot of little babies down there that's coming with it. So that's really interesting to me. So I love that. We have our habaneros. We have our lime tree. And we have a couple of more we're about to add to this space because we don't want them to die. Out there we have tomatoes that are still hanging on. Here, tomatoes and collards are below them. They're heavy feeders, but we're going to let them grow together. We have this tomato plant that's still hanging on and thriving, so we brought it in as well. We have another one here on the deck we repotted and brought it in so that it could get sun and remain and continue growing. The goal is to keep it growing. We also have here another pepper with some greens at the bottom. So we're just growing things together right now, which is exciting to be able to do that. This is our clementine, which is our little orange tree. I see an aphid on there. They little cutters rather. They not aphids. They'll cut the leaves up. So we have that's growing. Those are our watermelons that we picked. We also have another tomato back here that's growing, and lots of tomatoes are blooming off of it. It's in a nice warm space. We have basil in there. I'm probably gonna bring my other basils in here too, so I don't have to rush to try and get them out. These are peppers as well, more peppers, green peppers, collards. We're bringing stuff in, just letting it grow, right? And we're going to see how this works, and if it does work well, then we'll put some more out here to see, bring some more things in and keep things growing out here. And this is another tomato that's growing and thriving. We don't know how long it's going to last, but it's got a bunch of green tomatoes, which I'm thinking it's about to start blushing soon. So hopefully we can take those in very soon before the frost. We still have so many blooms that are coming. It's still thriving. So it's October, but it's still thriving. And so I'm going to put plastic over it to see how long we can nurse it or nurture the health of it. I had these covered because I was trying to keep the bugs off of them. But I opened them up today to let them get a little fresh air. But we're gonna get them back under some shelter because the bugs. I don't want the bugs to eat them up or keep laying worms on them and eating holes in them. So because this is my kale bed, but I look at how abused that leaf is. But I look at all these new starts down here, which is wonderful. See, we got tomatoes all laying all the way down here, y'all. I mean, I just it's just so many of them. I'm just tying them up, see how long they'll last. I'm just gonna tie them up and see how long. We have our sunmaster that's growing here, and we got another sunflower. Hey, it's beautiful. Um, let's just walk around a little bit. This is our orange mandarin. It's growing and thriving. Just gonna throw some plastic over it and pin it down, baby. We are not gonna let it die this year. We're gonna pin that bad boy down and keep those leaves safe. And I have built up this area a lot, put everything under cover so that the bugs can stop. It can keep the moths from flying on it because it's the moths that's really doing the damage right now. Um, Finally cleaned out the watermelon patch, and so really excited about that, and cleaned up this area. Got some things on the outside. I'm going to take this down because the wind is high today, so I don't want to give it room to lift. So we're going to take this down and increase the heat and decrease the potential of it flying away. Um, Thank God for these nice Velcro pieces. And we can lock out the air. Uh, yeah, we're gonna probably pull down the netting in there to give it a little more control. But the broccoli and everything undercover is doing so beautiful out here. Yesterday we picked all of the calyxes that we could off of that. And we have to go back now and pick some of the leaves that we can use as spinach. These are finally coming to flower. This is basil, lots and lots of basil. Collards. These are cabbage. Really excited about trying to get nice cabbage heads and keep it from bolting. Um, Give it a chance to gather a head in there. Um, these are some trees I have to plant this week, so I'm gonna work on those. And some more greens back here. Yeah, we have lots and lots of greens. And I'm going to be planting some more. So it's like you can never have enough of the things that you love and enjoy eating. This is why I tell people grow what you love to eat. That's it, that's all. Grow what you love to eat. Just keep growing what you love to eat and protect it. These are our sweet potatoes back here. Um, we're going to clean out this bed over here. We're going to be cleaning out these beds next sometime this week to get them going so we can utilize all of our space for food. So that's where we are. Yep. Everything's beautiful out here today. I'm still seeing more tomatoes coming in. Look at this. More. I harvested tomatoes yesterday. I still got more coming in. Look at them. These are the outdoor ones, y'all. I can't. These are in bags, so I'm gonna take these in I'm going to take this plant inside there so it doesn't frost over. We'll take all of them in there and let them live inside to keep them behind this hard protective plastic, and keep them growing. See how long we can. Ooh, that's one of them evil bugs. Look at that. That's a moth, y'all. This how they. Oh no, no, it's not. Y'all know what that is? That's a hornet. That's a that's a daggone. What do you call them things? I'm gonna put this. Ooh, I ain't even on the back of the basil plant, y'all. Ooh, these umbrellas need to come down. Ooh, they about to be on the ground. Um, I'm just gonna kill this because I don't. That's a huge patch of um. It's a huge patch of wasps. That's what they are. Wasp eggs. I'm gonna go check these plants because there's probably some more back there. Y'all better check the leaves because they laying them eggs. They didn't care. And they didn't even care about this being a basil plant. Basil is not a place that things usually hang out. They don't usually hang out on these plants because these plants are so strong. So that was interesting to see. So I'm going to be checking the backs of these because they didn't mind hanging out there. But I'm going to be taking these inside. I probably need to go ahead and get them in. I'm going to log off for now and get these inside in case it gets down, the weather gets down to a temperature that's not healthy for them. So I will talk to you all real soon. Peace and blessings. Bye for now.